Hello everybody and welcome to Simulate Gaming and welcome to my first ever American Let's Play here on Farming Simulator 17. So this is probably the most requested piece of content on my channel since the first ever lawn care. People have been asking me to do American style lawn care and I've never actually got around to doing it. So we're going to start doing that today. We're going to start a brand new series. Now it's going to be not like every day, it's going to be quite a rare one. But yeah, we're heading down now because we've bought a piece of land here in the beautiful Black Mountain State. Fictional, obviously. So yeah, we've bought a piece of land. At the moment, it is currently a wasteland. So we need to, well, before we set up shop, we need to clear that and start clearing it basically, and then we can start building on top of it, and then we'll have a successful lawn care business. Now, this is a brand new town. It's in development as we speak. So oh, actually, here is our location. So we've got a couple of friends working with us today, and they're already here. As you can see, that's our dumper truck there, but that's our friend Jimmy. That's his crane truck there. I don't know what the proper name for that would be, if I'm honest, but we're going to go ahead and park on this side here. Hopefully they won't mind. It's around the back anyway. Oh, right, we'll stop that like that. We'll get the follow me off, because we are being followed today. Get the truck turned off here. So this is our first truck. This is a Ford F350. It's a heavy duty one. It's got a fifth wheel on, but we're not using the fifth wheel today. We are actually using, oh, I've left the lights on, never mind. We're just using this normal loader trailer today. We've got the JCB 260 power boom on the back there. We've got a bucket for that and a log grab for that, because this is the area that we need to clear. As you can see, it is a wasteland at the moment. So we've got a bit of scrap we need to clear here. Some piles need to clear. A few more piles there. We've got to cut the grass, and then we'll start doing the actual excavation side of it in probably another video. But yeah, what we're going to do real quick is jump into my favourite truck that we have, which is the Chevrolet, or the Chevy Suburban, to cut it short. So this is the Suburban. Now, all of the equipment you see is what I call DAT verified. So I have a friend in real life called DAT. You may know him from my live streams and my Discord server. He's one of the moderators. He does this in real life. So I make sure I swing everything past him before we begin. And everything seems to be in check so far. So he actually helped me get a lot of this equipment, including the Silverado that we're driving here, which he has in real life. Now, I will link his Instagram, because he uploads pictures of him doing lawn care in real life. So yeah, I'll put that in the description box, and you guys can check out pretty much this, but in real life, in picture form. So what we're going to do real quick is reverse a park here a minute, because this low bed is going to get used for transporting some shrubs and stuff later on. Cool, so first thing is first, we need to clear the area. Now, we don't actually have any means of disposing of this just yet, so we'll pick this up and we'll move this out the way for now. Just drop it there. Same with this. These are probably a bit light than they would be in real life. They'll probably be a bit heavier than this, but not to worry. So there's one there. I think I saw another one. Yeah, over here. Cool. So you may be wondering why our friend Jimmy is here in the crane truck. We also need to chop down that tree there, because it's right in the middle of our plot of land that we've just bought. As you can see, we've got a little ramp going into the water here as well. We need to clear that. Probably, we'll get it tarmacked. So maybe we'll have a little slipway. Might be quite cool. So I think that's everything on this perspective anyway. So we've got the dump truck here waiting to go. This is another F350, but this is a crew cab with a tipper on the back. So this is quite cool. It holds quite a lot, actually. I'm really blown away by the American equipment. I like watching it on YouTube. It's really interesting stuff to watch. So we're not doing any mowing today as per se, but we are going to start clearing the land. So what we're going to do is jump back into this F350 here that we drove down. We'll get it all what's it called? All unfolded. That's the word. Oh, I don't simulate English. Right, there we go. There is the ramp down. So we'll jump in to the skid steer. Now, I hate using skid steers with a wheel, but we'll give it a go anyway. So we'll get that lifted up like so. Put her in to reverse, and we'll try and get her off without killing ourselves, basically. There we go. Not bad, not bad. I don't think there's any beacon lights on this, unfortunately. There's no traffic either. There's usually quite a lot of traffic. Let me just double check to make sure it's on, just to add a bit of realism. Yeah, traffic on. Not sure where it is, but we should see some traffic at some point. So welcome back. Hope you guys are well. Like I said, this is probably the most requested series I've ever had on the channel, and we finally got around to doing it. I didn't really think that it was worth starting as late in FS15 as when I started. In fact, what I need right now is the HUD here, so we can actually see how much we've loaded up. Oh, there we go. We'll take that camera around. Yeah, the bucket is facing the right way. Cool. So yeah, we'll just start excavating some of this dirt out here. Okay. Can't actually see what I'm doing here. Let's zoom this camera out. We'll dump it into here, and it should go in. Cool, there we go. So we'll get rid of this first bit of dirt here. It's a shame that skid steers aren't extendable booms, because that'd be a lot easier for stuff like this. Never mind. So why do we have a skid steer? I know you guys may know if you've been subscribed to me for a while that we don't really use skid steers on the channel, because I don't really find them, like the physics of them on farm sim very good, but we're going to be getting a bush hog for one of them at some point, as soon as I can find or make one. A bush hog is basically a mower that attaches to the front of the skid steer. They are real. That's what I watch on YouTube. There's somebody I watch who I forgot the name, and that's what he uses in real life. Basically, it's a multi-purpose machine, so that's why we've got one of these. In fact, we've got 2 skid steers, but we've only bought 1 today. So we'll get the other one shipped over once we've all settled in and all that good stuff. The other one's mainly used for forestry, but we can use it for anything we want. There's the traffic is there. It's just going really slow, so there's a little Bronco going past there. Cool, so we'll get this first pile all sorted up. Like so. Now, there's going to be some people that have never, at least a couple of people, sorry, that have never ever seen me before, and they're wondering who I am and what I'm doing here in an American map. So we'll just make up some lore. We'll make it up as we go along, because I have no idea. Let's just say we've moved over here to set up business, and this is the plot of land we've bought in this brand new development town. So maybe one day there'll be a lot more houses and stuff around here, but at the moment it's reasonably quiet. It's got inhabitants of about 5,000, not much. Of course, there's houses dotted everywhere around. We've got 2 cute little farms nearby, which we'd love to get into at some point, but it's definitely not something we're looking into just yet. We're going to go ahead and take care of our lawns and stuff first. Right, there's a little bit here that I can't actually see from in cab, so we're just going to do it in third person for now. There we go. Now, I think that's the first pile gone. I think. If not, we'll soon find it when we mow it down anyway. So let's go ahead and dump this into here. Just going to jump out and double check to make sure it's actually going in. Yes, it is. Cool. Right, and we'll move on to our next pile now. So we've got a few piles. This is probably the biggest one right in front of us here. So if we can get this one out of the way, then it's a big chunk of our work done today. We need to chop down that tree as well. There's quite a big tree, and I don't just want to do the timber thing because it's in a residential area. So we're going to actually use the crane, which is why the crane's here. And we're going to start from the top and work our way down. That might be the best way to do that. We actually need to swap places. We need to bring the Suburban over here as well later on. And swap it with this. So we can load the logs onto it. So the skid steer is getting used quite a lot today. Let's drop that down. Oh, gosh. Right, so we're just carrying on with this now. I just tried to get a thumbnail, that's why there's a bit of a jump cut there. But I don't think it came out very well, so we might have to try and get a better one later on. But there we go. So we'll get this. There's probably like 1 more bucket left in that pile there. So we're making some progress on this at least. On the excavation side of it. There we go, like so. So I'm not sure where all this dirt came from, because there's no actual holes here in the ground. So I'm thinking they may have emptied out the river at some point and just left it all here. Like the council or whatever. What would you call it? I don't know. Maybe they just cleared out the river, basically. And left all the scrapings here on the side of the bank. There's one. Can't get it because of the angle, so we're going to go down the bank a little bit here. Lower the boom, or the bucket even, and collect that. Cool. We'll swing around and get the rest of this here. Like so. I think that's all of it. Cool. Oh, no, actually, I think I can see a tiny, tiny bit left back there. So we'll get that as well. Actually, maybe not. I'm seeing things. It was a shadow. So that is the other pile gone. So we've got 2 more piles left of dirt. And there's also 2 sand piles over there as well. But, of course, we cannot mix the dirt and the sand. So we're going to go ahead and keep this now. Keep it as dirt for now, I should say. Right, so I'm going to carry on getting rid of these piles, and I'll catch up with you guys in a jiffy. Okay, everybody, so we have finished excavating all the mud that we can see at least, and the truck is pretty much full. If you can see on the drive control HUD there on the bottom right, it is on 96%, or no, 98%, sorry. So what we need to do is we need to sell this, but I'm not really worried about it just yet because we don't need this dumper truck again today. What we are going to do though is just move it out the way so that we can get the dongs on. Wait for the dongy dong to go. So yeah, we're just going to move it out of the way because we don't need it today. We need to get the Suburban in here and still go to the poster. Oopsie. We'll replace that, don't worry. Right. Let's get that turned off. What was it? Yeah, 98%. Cool. So now we need to get this Suburban here because we're basically going to be cutting down that tree now. Well, not that one. That one over there, sorry. And we'll put the logs onto this little flatbed trailer that we got here. Using that crane, basically. I'm just double checking to make sure if I was going to leave it here, but no, we will put it over for safety reasons. Right, so how are we going to do this? I think what we'll do is we'll put our hazard lights on first of all, and we will reverse down if we can without crashing into anything, and we'll go up through the donut shop basically. Right, there we go. Put her into forwards. And we'll swing around this way. Like so. We did actually take that sign out. That's awkward. Let's straighten up here. Make sure no cars are coming in a minute. Nope, we're good. Do that in third person in a minute. Unfortunately, the mirrors aren't very good on this truck, so we do have to do our reversing in third person. Straighten up. Truck, don't hit the skid steer. We hit the skid steer a little bit. Not to worry. There we go. And that should do it, like that. Cool. So now we need the dumper truck. Did I buy a chainsaw? No, we didn't. So we're going to buy a chainsaw and we're going to buy the... What one should we buy? The Husqvarna. We're going to buy, as per usual. I prefer the sound on this one. Now finally it's time for the crane. Now this thing's a little bit dodgy, but we'll do our best with it. Let's jump in. Like so, we'll get started. The interior is a bit black, but it's not the worst interior I've seen by any means. Alright, now we need to line ourselves up with this over here. This tree, I mean. There we go. So we didn't collect the sand piles. We'll do them later on. Not really worried about the sand. They're not in the way just yet, but they are going to need to be excavated at some point. Back this up. Come on, you can do it. There we go. So we'll put that back into forward, and now what we're going to do is we'll jump into the boom and get ourselves lifted up. Right, let's see if we can do this without killing ourselves. So we want to go up. In fact, what we're going to do actually is go in. Ooh, slowly. Slowly. Oh, this thing is really, really fast, you can see, so I'm trying to be really gentle here to make sure that we don't die in a horrible mess. Okay, so we're in the box. Let's go ahead and start making a start on these then. Let's go ahead and chop this branch off. We have cleared the area, so we don't have to worry about health and safety, only for ourselves, basically. There we go, there's the first one going down. And we'll do this one here as well. Right, we'll do this one here as well. Hopefully it won't hit the boom arm on the way down. Should be okay. Go. There's a big branch. Oh gosh, that one's glitched out a little bit then. What happened then? Do you guys see that? Get rid of that shrub there. And that's going to be the first layer done. So as you can see, it's a really, really big tree. So we're going to have to do layers at a time here. Right, so we'll slowly lift ourselves down here. Using the boom. Oh, we're down already. Cool. Right, now all we need to do is... Why is this so far in the air? I think this is glitched out, this one. It's like stuck in the ground by the look of it. Yeah. Oh, that would have been dangerous. So the point of this was so pointy that it's stuck into the ground. That's new. Right, where should we cut it? We want to try and keep them reasonably long so we get a bit of money for them. We'll cut it about here, I reckon. Hopefully this will fix out the glitchiness as well. Go. There we go. There's our first branch done. Where did the other one land? Over here. Right. Get that one cut like that. And just where it starts to bend, I think, is where we're going to cut it. So about here. Should do nicely. We seem to be doing a bit of forestry lately on the channel. Bit too much. Now this one actually might be so light that we can lift it. So we'll give it a go here. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a bit close to us that we're going to get that flying glitch, but apart from that... So yeah, this one's quite light. We've actually managed to pick it up. We're going to put it onto the trailer here. And what I'm going to do is put it on this side so that the chunky side's at the back of the trailer here. Like so. Cool, there's our first one done. Let's jump over that. That one here is going to be too heavy for us to lift. I think we might be able to do the same on this side. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Oh, something was there then. So we'll get this one put onto the trailer as well. This one's not as skinny as the other one, so it doesn't really matter, but we'll put the fat end on the end either way. Drop it down like that. Cool. So there's the first layer done. We're just going to leave these here and we'll collect them all at the end with the skid steer. And now we need to continue up and get the rest of them. So we'll jump up onto the truck. Right, now we can control the boom from inside, so that's okay. So we'll move ourselves up like this. Unfortunately, the head tracking doesn't work with this, so we're going to turn it off. Save on some battery. Right, move ourselves inwards. Now, unfortunately, the actual bins do not tip inwards, so when we go in like this, we are slightly slanted, but it doesn't matter that much. Right, so we'll try and get rid of the shrubs first of all, if I can find them. I wish there was an easier way to do this on this game, to get rid of all the leaves and stuff. But there we go, we got rid of that one. This is going to be our next branch here. So timber, coming down. Whoop. So just to let you guys know the plan with this area that we're in right now. So we're right up to where the path joins. So where the truck is parked in the skid steer, that's our land. So up to all the grass basically, all the way down to the other side of that, what will be a slipway maybe. So we need to clear it all out, get it, lack down some concrete, put a couple of sheds down or some buildings, and we'll be sorted. No, we're actually in the wrong position for this. But if I jump over to the other bin real quick. There we go. We can actually get some of the shrubs removed so we can see a little bit better at least. Right, now we just need to reposition the truck a little bit because one of the branches was directly where we were parked. So let's rotate this around like that. Let's move the camera around as well actually. There we go. Right, that should be okay now. Cool. And then we'll jump back up into the boom here. Awesome. Right, so get rid of... Oh. Make sure we get as close as we can. Now, I think this has a tree shader on, so it makes it wobble, which is a little bit annoying, but still works. So we'll chop this one down as well now. Shouldn't hit the truck. Yeah, miles of room. Miles and miles and miles of room. And that is another layer done. There's the one on the other side. I don't think we can reach it from here, at least. Maybe we can get... Wait, where is the branch? It's directly on the other side. Right, maybe we can direct the truck in. Right, now we can actually ask someone else to reverse us in from up here. It's going to be a little bit dodgy, but we'll do our best. Right, there we go. This is probably against health and safety, but oh well. It's our own private land, and it's our own private machinery, so... There we go. We basically want to get this bucket just skimming past the tree like that. Awesome. And we'll chop that branch down as well. Right, let's see if we can do this here then. Like so. And that'll be another layer off the tree. Cool. Why is the shrub still here? There we go. Right, I'm ready to go down. Lift us in. And down. Boop. Cool. That should be us in. Right. Let's make a start once again by getting rid of all the leaves on these new branches here. There's some over here as well. Oh, that's a bit too close for comfort. But that's not because it fell on it. It's because we just reversed the truck into this area, don't forget. So we want it to go about here, I reckon. We've actually driven over one of the logs, so we have to move the crane out of the way as well in a minute. Right about here, I reckon. Like so. And there's one more here. So where should we cut this one? About here, I reckon. Awesome, so once again, we may be able to move the light bits in manually, like we can. I call these the fingers, because they look a bit like witch fingers. Right, we want to chuck that around, like so. Let's go and see if we can lift the other one. Depends how big we've cut it. Now, this is really easy. Look at this, it's tiny. Actually, what we could have done is put them in the bucket of the skid steer, and then brought them all over together, but never mind. There we go. There's another one there. And maybe possibly even this one here. Oh, we've already taken that one. This one? There we go. This one's light enough. And it's facing the right way. Cool. So we can start putting it on this side now. Let's get it nice and close to there. Awesome. Right. So it's pretty much done. How much layers we got left? Just the one, I think. This is where it branches off into like a Y-shaped sort of thing. So we'll get the rest of this cut down. And we'll get them picked up with a skid steer. Right, okay, so we're just cutting what I believe is the last one down now. There we go. Cool. We're in the box. A bit scary up here. We're a bit high now. As you can see, we've got right to the top. We've got rid of some of the shrubs, though. Right, now what we're going to do is slowly but surely go inwards and downwards. Get us down as safe as possible here. Awesome. And as you can see... Oh, we're still on top. Right, and as you can see, we've got a lot of wood down here we need to collect, actually. We've managed to do it all in one sort of go. We did it. We spent some time up there, basically, so we're feeling a bit nauseous from the height, but never mind. Right, there we go. So you can kind of see what we've got left to clean up now. There we go. Get that off as well. Right, now let's go ahead and move this truck out of the way here. Okay, what we're going to do now is move this truck out of the way here. So we'll get the beacon lights off and the hazard lights. For now. Right, let's get that turned off there. And now we can finally jump back into the skid steer. Now, we do need to take this down. However, there's no point in doing it just yet, because to take these, we're going to chop it in half, and then we're going to need some heavy machinery to take that away, because I don't think the skid steer will be able to lift it, and even if it could, it probably won't fit onto this trailer. So we'll get a local forestry person to come down and get that, I think. But it'll do for now. We've also got to get these two other trees at some point, but I'll do them off camera. So we're going to jump into the skid steer, if I can work out how. There we go. We'll get it started up. Now we want to go over to the flatbed once again, or the loader trailer, and change our implement out to make sure no cars are coming here. Go, 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 go. Oh gosh. There we go. Right, we'll plop this down here like so. And we'll drive up onto the ramp and collect our log grabber, basically. Now we do need to do a little bit more cutting in half. We just want to make sure everything's ready to go, basically. Save us do it in a minute. I don't think we can actually get up here. Why isn't it letting us up? Oh, Farm Sim, you do make me happy. Look. Oh, it was the boom. Never mind. My fault. Let's go ahead and connect that up. And we'll start reversing out. Like so. Cool. So we'll get the teeth of this open first of all. Alright, there we go. So we'll jump out and we'll do a little bit more chopping. So this one on the bend here. Like so. Where's the rest of them? This one there looks... Oh gosh, there's still some shrubs here. Let's get that one chopped off. We're not going to take that whole thing in one, so we'll leave that one like that. This one, once again, we're going to cut here. Like so. Is that it? Oh, there's one here with some shrubs on it as well. Where are these shrubs coming from? I can't actually work it out. We'll get it when we get to it. So we'll do that. I think that's it. I think that's all the long pieces cut, at least. This one here is reasonably straight. That one's cut. That one's cut. That one is cut. This one here is the one we've just done. So cool. We're ready to go. So we'll jump into the skid steer now. And we'll see if we can get ourselves some chunky bits here. So we're going to go for this one here, the one that's sort of floating in the air. Right, there we go. We can roughly see what we're doing outside here. Though I do want to do some in third person, just so it's a bit more interesting to watch. And it's a bit easier for me as well. Right, let's get this teeth of this closed up. Actually, we might be able to get both of these in. Let's try and be fancy here. I'm probably going to mess this up horrifically, but we'll give it a go. No, we can't If we had a boom on, we could have, but unfortunately the skid steer won't actually reach that far. I don't understand why these aren't telescopic yet, if I'm honest. We'll just get this single one for now, although I can't even manage to pick this one up anymore. I've messed it up. Right, so we give up on that. It's glitched out. The collisions somehow have lost... They've, like, moved. So we're going to leave that one for now. We'll get it in a minute. We'll try this one for now. Let's go ahead and get the teeth wrapped around it. Yeah, that one was nice and easy, see? The other one's just completely dodgy now. I'm not sure what I've done to it. I've somehow managed to break the other one. But we'll get this put onto the tray. This one's slightly bigger, so we're going to load up from the back. Make sure we don't hit any of the small rubbish ones over there. Right, let's see what we're doing here. There we go. Drop that down. Cool. So I'm not sure how much in real life this trailer will be able to carry. It's quite strong in the Suburban. It's got reinforced suspension, and it's on a gooseneck as well, which gives it a little bit extra loading weight. So we might be able to get a few logs on there at least. Right, let's go ahead and try this one more time. If not, we're going to give up and just, I don't know, chuck it into the river. Right, there we go. Nope, looks like the... Actually, we may have it this time. Open the teeth up. Yeah, we got it. Finally, we got it. We just have to go away and compose ourselves, I think. But we're done now. Let's get this one loaded up. And it fell out the teeth. Fantastic. Right, we'll dump this one into here like that. We'll give him a little nudge when we're done loading them up properly. We'll just actually get them loaded up for now. So there's another log done. We've tipped over. There's a ditch in there. Do you know when I said there wasn't any ditches, so the mud must have come from the river? Nope, there's definitely ditches everywhere. I just somehow missed them because there's grass growing in them now. Oh, that was close. We have to give it. We'll have to fill them with mud actually before we put the fresh concrete down. Right, let's go ahead and get this in here like that. Go on, down you get. Are you stuck? There we go. Nice and simple. Right, so let's get a few more of these loaded up, and I'll meet up with you guys in a second. Right, okay, everybody, so we are. This is the very, very last log of that tree, at least. We still got to chop down the big one, but we'll do that in another episode. So we should, hopefully, this is not where it all goes horribly wrong in the last log, which is usually what happens to me. We'll drop this down here like that. Please stay on, please stay on, please stay on. Not bad at all. Cool. So we get this drop down. Now we can leave everything here because once again this is our land, so we can do what we want with it now. We have got planning permission as well. I should have mentioned that at the beginning. But now we just have to get rid of what we've just collected. So what I'm going to do real quick is actually move these cones out the way here. There we go. Drop that one down like that, just in case we clip them when we come around the corner with the big gooseneck trailer on. So move these cones. Actually, I'll drop this one here. Cool. And what I do, tell you what, let's delete all the evidence. Let's take this as well. The thing that we knocked over earlier, we'll take it just for evidence. Drop it on like that. And it's not going to stay on. Never mind. Wasn't us. Right, so we get the straps on for these logs like so. I don't think that top one's actually registered as being on the trailer, which is worrying. It may still pick up on the locking script, but there's no straps going around it, so I'm a bit worried actually. We'll soon see. If it falls off, we'll just put it back on. So we'll jump in to the Suburban. We'll get the hazard lights off here. Suburban? What we're talking about? Silverado, that's what I meant to say. I don't know how many times I said Suburban during this video, but I meant Silverado. Right, let's indicate out of here. And we'll take it down to the local sawmill. Hopefully we'll get a few quid for this. Right, sorry about that. I actually forgot to get rid of my startup money there, but we're all good. We got it now, so hopefully we get a few quid from these logs here, from the local sawmill. Help us start up our business, sort of thing. And we'll head down this road. This is a beautiful truck. I think you guys would agree, especially the American or North American viewers I've got here. So we'll head down here. Hopefully it doesn't trip out. I'm not sure what the speed limit is along here, but we're getting quite bad FPS. It might be the logs trying to hold on, sort of thing. That's good now. It must have been loading textures. But yeah, the sawmill is right at the end of here. Now, what our business actually is planned is lawn care mainly, but also we're going to be doing some tree surgery and a bit of park ranger work and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be a fun adventure, and I'm glad to have you guys along with me whilst we do it. Should be fun. We should. I'll try and update you guys regularly with videos on this, see how the progress is going on and all that good stuff. So here's the mill. We just got to basically dump them off near the conveyor belt, and then they'll put it in probably, and then probably sell it off as wood chips. We could have got it ourselves, but at the moment our wood chipper is still on the cargo ship on its way over from England. So there we go. We'll reverse up into here. Though this is just, there's no triggers or anything. There's no like marked triggers. We just got to guess. But I already know from testing the map that they're right here. So we'll get the. Why is it not selling? There we go. That's more like it. I'm not actually sure where the trigger is, like I just said. So we're just sort of moving around until we find it. So we've got quite a bit of money there. We've got about 3 grand altogether. There we go. There's our last log. So yeah, that was the first episode. So once again, just to recap what we're doing if you still don't understand. That area that we've just chopped down the trees and cleaned up the mud, that is the piece of real estate that we've bought. That's where we're going to be setting up shop. So we need to clear it out. We're going to lift up all the grass and the mud. We're going to lay down a fresh slate of concrete, and then we'll start putting sheds and stuff on. It should be fun. Should be fun. So eventually when it's all done, it should take that many episodes, but once it's all up and running, then we'll actually go ahead and do our lawn care business and our ranger work. So it's going to be fun. So thank you very, very much for joining me in this episode. If you did enjoy, please slap that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. If you are finally glad that the series is here, make sure you hit that thumbs up button as well. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.